Hey everybody, welcome back to Six Max. We are back in Birmingham again after a month stint in South Louisiana. We went down to Covington and we spent a month at Land of Pines campground. And I have to say the campground was nice. It was relatively clean. There was a playground and things for the kids to do, but it was kind of slow through the week. And then after the Halloween festivities were over, it was pretty slow. We enjoyed our time there. It was very peaceful, but at the same time, we realized that we are going to have to do our research when we start planning things, because we're still new to this. So we're going to have to start doing research on the areas that we're traveling to, because the last two places we have been in the middle of nowhere. This time we were closer to town, but because there was not a lot of things right close to us, we didn't have a lot to do through the week because Shannon works Tuesday through Saturday. The kids go to school Monday through Thursday. So we kind of had to coordinate our days. The closest activity place would have been like New Orleans or Slidell had a few things and stuff like that. We drove over to the city one Sunday and drove over to City Park and recreated some pictures from when we lived in New Orleans in 2015. And that was fun. It was fun to see the changes that have taken place since then. We drove back over to the campus where we lived at the seminary in 2015. And we enjoyed some desserts downtown. We drove over to the lake, to Lake Pontchartrain, which that was very interesting to introduce the kids to, because they don't remember New Orleans from when we lived there. So Miles was like, "Mom, is this an ocean?" No, buddy, it's a lake. So that was fun. We ate a delicious little hole in the wall place right there on the lake called Rips on the Lake. It was more upscale than we had planned on, so we were kind of underdressed for that, but it was still delicious. But because there was not a ton to do, we spent a lot of time inside. So in the summertime, they do have this slide. And it's nice, but you have to pay extra for it. And it's like so much per ride, or so much for like 5 rides, or so much for an entire day pass. And this is just my personal opinion, but if I'm paying for a spot, I don't think I should have to pay extra for your amenities that should be included with your spot. Call me a newbie or whatever, and maybe there are more out there like that, but I just felt like that if I'm paying for my spot, that I shouldn't have to pay extra to be able to use certain amenities, like the little mini golf course or whatever, or the water slide that's there and so forth. That being said, it is also open to the public, so you need to take that into account. There are people from outside the campground that come, and they're apparently very busy in the summer. So, with that being said, I don't think it's going to be a place we would visit again, just because it was nice and it was quiet, but it wasn't really what we were expecting it to be. We were kind of led to believe that there were kids there all the time and families there all the time, and maybe it is that way during other parts of the year, but it was definitely not the case for October. So, like I said, we're back in Birmingham for Thanksgiving for 2 weeks, and then we are headed to Georgia. We're going to be in the mountains for Christmas. We're hoping to get to see some snow while we're up there. And we're going to introduce the boys to Yona Mountain, which is the mountain closest to where we're staying. It's a place that we have never visited. We've been to Georgia before. We've been to Atlanta. But we have never been to North Georgia. We've been to the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee and Kentucky, but we have never been in Georgia. So we're excited to see what comes from that. And our adventures next year are very exciting. We'll have more updates coming in the next few weeks. So you guys have a great week. Have a happy Thanksgiving.